gosh, why does it look like that? No, no. There we go. Hey, guys. Hey. How are y'all doing? Hey, KT, I absolutely agree with you. KT said Chris knows he won't get paid if he doesn't show up for filming. I honestly agree with you, and I honestly think that's the only reason why he's showing up now all of a sudden. I don't think he wanted to have any kind of resolution with Paige. That's just my thought. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Black Lavender. Hey, Tony. Shout out to my moderators. Hey, it's Kima. Oh, did I get anything to drink? No, I'm good. Guys, I literally just downed a huge bowl of soup. I was so hungry. I don't know why. I did not eat anything today until like 4 o'clock. That was my first meal of the day. That's how busy I have been. That's how crazy this day has been. Why y'all come in the room? Why y'all come on in the room? Hey guys. Yeah, Black Lavender. We'll get into Vincent. And you know that's my favorite couple, but we got to get into Vincent. Hey, Makeup Addict. Makeup Addict said, I swear, Paige finds new and interesting ways to be rejected every week. I don't know what it is. I really, really don't know what it is. But I'm going to come for them producers because we saw them producers. We're going to talk about it later, but Paige is grown, right? But those producers are like really setting her up for failure. Oh, Graciela. Oh, thank you for joining us. Listen, Simply Simone said, "What's up, y'all? Who else is waiting on on this third stimulus to drop? I'm still waiting on the second. Ain't that about a biscuit? I was the first person in my household to get the first stimulus. The second stimulus, everybody else got it with me. And now this third one is coming, and I'm like, am I going to get that or not? Like, it's a mess. It's a mess. But let me tell y'all what happened to me today. One of the things that happened to me today. Today has just been such a long day. I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted, and it's only 6 p.m. over here. One thing that happened to me today that you can only write about, like this only happens in movies, right? This does not happen in real life. So amongst all the other things that I had to do today, I had an audition that I got like at the last minute. It wasn't same day, but it was literally like at like 8 p.m. My agent sent me over an audition that was for today, 8 p.m. last night. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I get prepared for that. I make time throughout my busy day to do the audition, right? An hour or like 2 hours before the audition, my agent is like, oh, you have to sign an NDA before you do the audition. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll sign the NDA. She was just like, go back on the site where they sent you the information, click on that and download the NDA, sign it, scan it, send it back. Cool. I go on the site. I don't see anything that's different from the casting notice. And the casting notice is basically what casting is requiring from the talent at the audition. So I'm reading it. I see nothing different, right? I see nothing different. So because I'm just not an IT person like that, I just start clicking on anything that looks like a link, hoping that it opens up into the NDA. Mind you, I'm getting ready for the audition. So I'm literally about to get in the shower. I'm naked. But like at the last minute, my agent sends me this. So I want to like send this before I get in the shower and start getting ready for the rest of the day. So while I'm clicking, trying to find the NDA, I hear somebody say, Nicole. I'm looking around like, where the hell is this voice coming from? My TV is off. My mom isn't here. So who is this? And somebody says, Nicole, I think you signed in to your audition too early. What? I look up. I don't have my camera covered. I look down. I'm naked. It already happened, right? So I just freak out and start screaming. I start screaming, still naked, still looking in the camera, screaming. I don't know why that was my reaction, but I just started screaming. Then something inside said, idiot, cover your camera and get off the audition. So I cover the camera and I just close the laptop. But I can still hear her. I can still hear her. Nicole. I'm like, oh my God. So I open the laptop back up and I just scream, I'm sorry. And I just like click out of the Zoom audition. I better book this job. Like at this point, you've seen all of me. I am bringing everything to this audition. You gotta give your girl the job. So later on, like 2 hours later, when it was my audition, we just acted like nothing happened. And she's like, Nicole, thank you for joining us. I was like, I'm glad to be here. That's the day I had today. That's the day I had today. I said all that to say, please wear your mask and get the damn vaccination because I cannot do another Zoom audition. I'm terrified now to do another Zoom audition. Please wear your mask. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. We got so much to talk about, so won't you come on in the room? Come on in the room. It's Kima said they've seen everything. It's legit. Come on in the room. Simply Simone said, not you showing the goods. For like 30 seconds, I was just screaming. I don't know why that was my reaction. I don't know why I just screamed and like did not fix the situation. Literally a deer in headlights. With my titties out. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. We got so much to talk about because I can't give Paige any more advice. I can't. If you don't want it, girl, you don't want it. It is what it is. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about because today has been a day, guys. It has been a day. So please, come on in the room. What a day. What a day. Josie said, that sounds traumatizing. You know what, Josie? My day has been so full of stuff. Like that was like one of the minute things that happened to me today. Like so much stuff has already happened. I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. And I feel like because I've been through so much, like we've all been through so much, nothing else can faze me at this point. You know what I mean? Like I've lived through a freaking pandemic. What can I do? What can I do? Tartar said, maybe you were auditioning for something else. Listen, if I get like a call from like HBO or Cinemax, I don't know why. I don't know why. They need to book me at this point. Like, even if you didn't think that I did the best job, out of sympathy, give me this role. Like, you know what? We have seen this woman's coochie. We at least have to give her this job. Just because she went above and beyond. Oh no. Holly Anna said, this is the first live I made in time. And damn, so glad I did. Can I tell you, I'm sitting over here clicking on my computer and I hear Nicole, and I'm like, Nicole, you arrived too early. It's not your time yet. Titties out. Titties out. And I just go, ah! Oh, Nikki, what a day. What a day. And I told my friends, and what did they do? They clowned me for like an hour. Like besties do. Like besties do. I will never, I don't care if I'm running late. Whenever I get in front of this computer, I will be fully dressed. No more. No more. And they caught me at an angle too, because I'm like bending over. Look, it is what it is. Wendy Sims said, see, that's why I change in in the bathroom. Simply Simone said, get stars on the line. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready, insecure. I'm ready. Mackie said you did a trial run for OnlyFans. Gracie Ellis said, I've been wanting to do nothing but sleep lately. That's why I'm watching Nikki. Never a dull moment. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, you know what, Lynn? I had the, I'll just show you in this video, in this review. I have a little slash that I can click over and click back on, right? For some reason, I just forgot to close it. I forgot to put it back on after I was done, and that is my day. Angela said, I have a 13-year-old and he had a friend over today. I'm disabled, so I have a commode in my room. I thought he was gone. He walked by to get my son's room, and there he was. Oh, no, Angela. Was this today? We're in the same boat. Look at us. Look, you know what? It is what it is. It happens. It happens. I better book this. They got to give it to me. They got to give it to me. And I don't know how many people were in that room. It is what it is. Anyway, let me get started. If you are just here for the review, beloved, and a little bit of titillation, the review starts now. Oh God! Welcome to my world, ciao. I'm a shoo-in. Oh God. So let's start with Virginia and Eric. So Virginia, I will say, and I've said it before, to me, I feel like this is a great situation. No shade for any woman, but especially a woman like Virginia. You have a husband who is a great provider, loves you, wants to be with you, and you don't got to spend a lot of time with him. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes marriages or relationships can become suffocating. So sometimes having that absence is really good for the couple, especially when you are so different and so far apart in age. And Virginia is not, that's not working for her, right? Because I feel like with her being, mid to late 20s and Eric, being mid to late 30s, they're in different seasons of their lives, right? He's ready to settle down. She's not ready to throw in the towel. She's trying to get her last hurrahs in, right? I'm thinking while he's traveling, this is still your time to live up your 20s. You know what I mean? You don't have to dial it back because he's not there. You can still have that fun time. And when he comes home, you can dial it back a bit and play the wife. Not saying that you have to live two lives, but at least you have the freedom to still experience this part of your life while he's away. I'm not telling her to go cheat on a man or nothing like that, but I'm just saying you don't have to be so closed off when he's away. I thought that would be great because while he's gone, you can still, live your life as somebody in their 20s, just as a wife, but just not as restrictive because Eric is very restrictive. So I'm like, if y'all want this to work, this is a great situation with you not being with him 24/7 and having this space to still live and experience life because he's already done it, right? So this is your time. She's like, oh, he didn't communicate to me all the time. And I was waiting for him to do that. And I was sitting by the phone. And I'm like, why are you sitting by the phone at 26? Like, it just didn't make sense to me. But I'm feeling that she's a party girl, but she's also a codependent party girl. I feel like she does not deal well with being in a relationship with a partner who is not available 24/7. Even if she doesn't want to be bothered, she wants to know at least that they will check in with her and communicate with her and spend time with her in some form on a daily basis. Eric is not that guy. He's a whole pilot. You know what I mean? He has a really, tough, busy job. And I think For him, I'm only going off of my friends who are flight attendants. I'm thinking when he's not flying, he's probably sleeping. That's all my flight attendant friends do. You would think because they are flight attendants, they are all over the world and they're seeing in all these places. They are in and out, in and out, in and out. And when they are not, flight attending, they're sleeping. So I'm just like, girl, you have to understand what this man's job is and what you signed up for, and realize that this is a really great and ideal situation for you, at least for where you're at in life right now. Things may absolutely change when you have children, but right now, if you're somebody who's not yet ready to give up the party girl lifestyle fully, at least you have an opportunity to do it part-time. Why are you complaining? I will say this about Eric though. I don't know if he's going to, not saying that he needs to give up his job, but I'm thinking, especially with somebody like Virginia, if they remain together and decide later on to have children, he can't be flying around the world like he is. Because he said in this episode that him being a pilot, really got in the way of all of his relationships. And he has had children in former relationships. So I'm thinking that maybe him not being there as a father 24/7 and being gone for so long has become a problem in those previous relationships. Not saying that he's a bad dad, he's a provider. You know what I'm saying? So not saying anything about that, but I'm thinking if you mentioned that you being away has been an issue in your relationships and you've had children in these relationships, I'm thinking that's it. Because I really don't see a woman being bothered with a man being gone for a long time. We enjoy our peace, right? We enjoy our peace. So I don't think that would be a problem. But I think Virginia needs that. I think she needs somebody to walk through like every day with her. I think she really does need that because she was just really bothered. The thing about that, though, right? Because she was bothered by that, I kind of had a little issue with Eric's reaction. His reaction was, well, that's my job. I told you that. And I told you that way before. And you acted like you were okay with it. Eric is always defensive. He's really always defensive about the littlest things. Like he's defensive about everything, but it's like little stuff that doesn't need all that spice. He gives it. And I'm just like, she was just saying, I just wanted a bit more communication. So maybe, a call right before you go to sleep. No, you got a busy job, but if you're going to be married to this person, it is a give and take, a compromise. So maybe give her that. But you really don't have to be spicy off the bat all the time, because you could see that it was very awkward for Virginia, who wanted to say more, but Eric had already got to a place where he was already getting defensive. She didn't finish her statement, or follow through with her thoughts. She just started, do I have anything? She just started playing with the golf clubs. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. I've told you guys I've been having a day. Suck it up, buttercup. So anyway, she was, okay. Well, yeah, I was just, I was trying to say, no, okay. Okay, out, damn it. Leave these props alone. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like she was, not finished, but she could see where he was at. So she was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this conversation. Guys, I don't know. Because you see, this couple confuses me because I see glimmers, we get a little glimpse of hope from this couple. And then that glimpse goes away and you're just like, I don't think this is going to work for either one of you. Because for Eric and Virginia, it's like they get along good. And then when they're not getting along, it's very uncomfortable, right? It's very uncomfortable to watch. It's like when you're hanging out with your friends and it's always that one combative couple that's always fighting, and it gets uncomfortable with them real quick, where it's just like you want to leave, but they won't let you leave. And this is their party, their dinner party that they invited you to. And you're like, well, you know what, guys? It's, we can leave. We can come back. It's fine. And they're like, no, we're okay. We're good. Who wants to play Uno? You know what I mean? It's a very uncomfortable place to be in. And I feel like that's Eric and Virginia when the relationship isn't good. But when it's good, it's like, oh, this is sweet. And then it's just bad. And you're like, oh, this is uncomfortable. That's what I get from this couple. And in saying that, we go from this uncomfortable thing at the golf course, and then we have this really sweet moment where he's like making her dinner. Let me tell you something. I didn't see him season anything, but the way he was preparing that meal, I was like, Eric, can you cook? Because he had his little separate copper pots, okay? And, I saw some butter simmering. I didn't see no seasoning, though, so I can't really call it. But Virginia said, you know what, does Virginia have taste buds? Probably not. I swear all the whiskey has taken her taste buds out. But I love this gesture of him, making her dinner and then creating this song for her and setting the mood. And they have these moments where it's like, oh, this is so sweet. But then you see the preview for next week and you're like, oh, we're back there again. We're back there again. If she doesn't want kids, I don't know if I want, if she doesn't want kids, I can't be with her. We can come back, guys. No, you want us to stay? Okay. They're that couple. They are that couple. When they're good, it's a fun time for everybody. When they're not, it's like, oh my God, I gotta go. Can I just leave, please? My babysitter is about to leave. No, okay, I have to stay. Wow. The drinks are great. That's who they are. That's who they are. Let's get to Brianna and Vincent, my favorite couple who I love. But even with people you love, there always are some issues. I will say their beginning, scenes, beautiful. I like all of my notes. I love them. I love them. I love them. From the Spanish lessons, because Vincent wants to teach Brianna his native tongue because he loves her and he believes that he's going to be with her for the rest of his life. He even said she's going to be in my life for a very long time. So I want her to speak my language. I was like, this is lovely. And then to him surprising her with the bike, a gift that she said that she wanted, but just was talking about, oh yeah, I would love to have a bike. He buys that for her. And this is something that she said that she wanted on their wedding day. He listens, right? We love that. It was so sweet. It was so beautiful. I'm, shedding a tear because they're so beautiful and I'm so happy and I love them and everything is great. And then they go to salsa class. And everything goes to hell. Vincent, you too big to be having these adult temper tantrums. You are a real grown man. And at this point, head of household, you can't act like this. You really, really can't. And you're not the only child. Is he the baby of the family? Because what is that? Okay, so he said if it was the bachata, I would be more confident, but it's salsa and I'm not confident. Okay, it's you and this man with these cute little jazz shoes with a Puerto Rico flag mask. It's not that big of a deal. It's a fun time. That's what the man kept on saying. It's just a fun time, but he can't turn it off because he's messing up on some steps and I'm hot. I don't really like this. Well, dude, no shade. If you wore clothes that you could actually fit, you wouldn't get so overheated so quickly. Let's start there, okay? So he's messing up and he's just in this, in this space because he's messing up on these salsa steps like he's freaking Dancing with the Stars. It's just you and your wife having a fun dance night, something that she put together. Even if you didn't enjoy it, why did you have to ruin the rest of the night? So she sits down with him. She's just like, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Really? Salsa dancing got you right here? You're a whole husband. I just feel like sometimes men don't understand the gravity of that position. Do you really know what role you have just stepped in? You can't be getting petty like this, petty and pissed off like this over salsa when you are a whole husband. Because if you can't weather a salsa dancing misstep storm, there's no way that you're going to be able to weather the storms that comes with being married. There's no way you can do that, bro. If you can't handle this, how the hell are you going to handle this? I'm concerned. And I love them so much. But Brianna, I don't know, girl. Guys, I don't know if this is, I don't know. You know what? I got to be honest. I don't know if this is a good fit for Brianna because I feel like at some point, no shade, I'm watching it and I'm already tired. I feel like at some point she's going to get exhausted with raising him emotionally. She has to raise him emotionally. It's like you're sitting down with a child in timeout, trying to talk to them and find out why they decided to break all of their Transformer toys on the ground. You know, they just snapped out and broke all the Transformer toys. And you're like, now, why did you do that? Why did you break the Transformer toys on the kitchen ground? Why did you take all those crayons and mess up my living room wall and write all these cuss words, misspelled cuss words on a living room wall and delete the crayons? Why did you do that? I don't know. I'm mad. Why? Like, what is going on? What is happening? That's what Brianna is doing with Vincent. And I just, girl, you're going to get tired of that. You're going to get tired of that. Anyway, why is it low battery? Oh, God, my computer isn't plugged up. It's been a day. What is today? It's not Friday the 13th. What's today? Oh, it's a Friday the 13th. Oh, my God. Hold on. I got a super chat from Mackie. Mackie said, yeah, he's cranky because Mackie said, yeah, he's cranky because those medium outfits he keeps stuffing himself in. Jesus, be some elastic. Maybe that's it. He's squeezing his balls too tight. Something's going on, Vincent. Thank you, Mackie. Thank you for the super chat. Hold on, let me check my calendar. Oh, Saturday the 13th. It's like, what is going on? What's going on in the stars? Something is going on. What is it? Mercury and microbraids? Is Mercury and Jupiter and microbraids? Neptune? Is Neptune and microbraids? Something going on. There's a shift. What is going on? Because there's far too many things happening. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit my little tail down this weekend. I'm not going to be going out. Something is in the atmosphere. Something is in the atmosphere. I got to do some praying. I got to get my anointing oil. I got to shake my tambourine. Get thee behind me, Satan. I don't know what's going on. We're going to block it. Child. I'm sorry. I had to deal with that. What? Anyway, thank you again, Mackie. Child. Yeah, but again, Vincent is too damn big for these mood swings. Too damn big. Too damn big. I was disappointed, Vincent. I was really disappointed. And I want you and Brianna to be together forever. Y'all know I want to be invited to the baby shower. But are y'all even going to make it? Are y'all even going to make it to the baby shower? Because the way you're acting, she's going to get tired of that. Because she's just like, what's going on? No, I'm okay. No, I am upset. Really? I don't like this. You're almost 30, bro. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Speaking of not a good look, Haley and Jacob, this is depressing. Oh my God, it's so depressing. We open up with them with Jacob saying, are you attracted to me? And Haley is like, not yet. I don't think so. Or I'm trying to get there. Like, honey, the fact that you said that you didn't say yes or no, that right there was enough to upset Jacob because he wanted to hear you say, no, I'm attracted to you. I'm just trying to get to know you a bit more. That's what he wanted to hear from you. He didn't want to hear that you may or may not be attracted to him. So you're in between. That's not good enough. Here is why. He is attracted to you. He does want to be with you. He does not want to end this situation or this marriage after the 5 weeks. And he feels like you're there. That's why he got really upset when you didn't give him the answer that he wanted. That's all it is. Like, she admits that she's not physically attracted to him. And for me, like, Haley, it seems like you're saying in this process for two things: the check and the Instagram followers and the popularity that's going to come from this show. You're not into this man. We can all see it. Your friends can see it. They don't want to expose your tea on national TV. So they're just like, oh, really? You guys are still together. Wow. How is it? Great. Okay, you guys are working it out. Like they don't believe you. They know you, you're their friend, but they are your friends, right? So they're going to try to make you look the best that they can, but their faces are saying everything. They know you don't want to be with this man. You don't want to be with this man. And there's nothing that you can say that can convince any of us otherwise, right? Because throughout this episode, she says, "Oh, I hope that I can grow to be attracted to him. I could grow to be in love with him." Ma'am, that is too much work for your heart and your brain to do in 5 weeks. You want to fall in love with him while becoming attracted to him at the same time, and you're not there, and you want all of this to happen in 5 weeks. You are putting a lot of work on your brain and heart. A lot of work, because that all has to come from you, right? You have to build that, because let's be real, Jacob is giving you everything that he's going to give you. That's who he is. Jacob is very flat, very like, this is who I am. I have a weirdly structured home. Pause. Give me a timeout. I have to talk about this. What the hell is up with Jacob's home? What is the structure of it? I don't know. Like when you come in, you don't know what is what. Like a living room in Jacob's home is not a living room anywhere else. It gives me no shade, Jacob. I'm not saying that this is who you are, but it gives me like an outdated, futuristic. You know what? This is even better. Do y'all know Barbarella? I'm sorry, I'm a Jane Fonda stan, so I know all of her filmography. It's like, y'all remember that cave that Barbarella was held captive in? If you remember Barbarella, that's what it looks like. It looks like an updated version of the cave that Barbarella was being held in, because the cave is not quite clear where the entrance is, where the exit is, where you sleep, where you eat, where you use the restroom. It's just ambiguous. It's like an ambiguous structure. This is Jacob's home, because you walk in and you're just like, what? Where are we? Upstairs? Are we downstairs? Are we in the living room? Are we in the man cave? Are we in a closet? Oh, wait, we're in a sauna. What is going on with this home? Because when the men come over and they take the tour, I'm like, I'm confused. I'm confused. It's giving me like captivity. This would be the perfect place to hold somebody captive, because you can never get free, right? Because you don't know where you are. It's a very confusing home, extremely confusing, because when he was giving the men the tour of his home and they were like, oh, dude, you got a sauna. And then the camera panned around and I was like, oh, is this his bedroom? Is there a sauna in his bedroom? Where are we, Jacob? What is going on? No shade, but I could understand, Haley getting a little dry coming into this home. Because who is getting moist in his home? I'm terrified. I'm confused. What is this? Sorry, Jacob. I just had to get that off my chest. That home is so confusing. So confusing. And then to add to the confusion, he just puts these neon backlights over everything. Haley, if you and him do work out, if I was you, I would, when you finally move into that home, I would be knocking on those walls. Just knock. Hello? Knock twice if you're being held captive. This place it's creepy. It's real creepy. Anyway, let me get back. Let me time back in and get back on track. Haley, I don't think it's going to work. You're asking your heart and your mind to do too much work. So because she's not attracted to him, she wants to give him a fashion makeover. I mean, this is perfect for him because this is what they do in like the late 1980s and early 1990s with all these makeover movies where it's just like, I'm not attracted to him. And then the man gets a makeover. She's just like, now I want to jump his bones. So Haley gives him a fashion makeover, hoping that that would want to make her jump his bones. Doesn't work because like after he does like the fashion show, he sits down and he's just like, well, thanks. I'm like, wait, what happened, Jacob? You was just having a really good time. As soon as he sat down, like what little joy he had left him, and he just went back to being pissed off. And I was like, oh, here comes, Jacob, the Debbie Downer of the group. He is such a Debbie Downer because, dude, the girl is trying, right? You want her to be somewhere where you're at. That's just not going to work, right? So she's trying. So she brings you gifts because she knows that she hurt your feelings, and she wants to have this fun fashion moment with you and just like really lighten the mood. I think honestly, if Jacob was just fun, Haley would probably, give him some coochie again. I feel like she would do that. I feel like she would, and she would probably give it to him sober. If he was fun, he's just no fun. She keeps on trying to make him fun and he just rejects it. Every fun thing she tries to do, he's like, no, don't want to do it. Like, you gotta compromise at some point. And I feel like she's not asking a lot if she's asking you to compromise with joy. Like literally the compromise is, can you be happy? Can we have some fun? What an easy ask. And Jacob can't do it. Jacob can't do it because, like, as soon as he sits down, he starts reading her for filth. I'm gonna let you know this: neither Haley nor myself was ready for the read that Jacob was about to give her. He sat down so quickly. He was like, "You're not ready for this process." I was like, "Whoa, hold on, bro." He just got into her behind so easily. He was just ready for it. And Haley was like, her little. I mean, I get no more props. But, she's holding her little wine, swinging, switching her little wine. She's like, oh, huh? Even a dog was like, wow, like we're just going into it right away. Like he's sick of her. He is sick of her. And I honestly think that Jacob got here after they had sex. I told you, girl, you confused the situation. You had sex with this. Oh, wait a minute. Is Paige the white Chris? Because you had sex with this man, and then like right after having sex with him, you're telling him that you don't know if you're attracted to him. Hold on, white Chris. Hold on, white Chris. Is Jacob white Paige? Well. We too focused on Chris and Paige. We don't see the foolishness happening with Haley and Jacob. Maybe that's what it is. Now, as much as a mess as Haley is, I will say this, Jacob. You can't get mad at her for scenarios that you make up in your head about her. When he started cussing her, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh because this is not funny. But when he started cussing her out for things that she did in his mind in the scenarios that he created, I was like, Jacob, you sound crazy. And then Haley was defending herself in his scenario, in his mind, by saying, oh, I would never do that. But Jacob was like, yeah, you would definitely do that. And then you would do this. And then I would get upset. And then you would say this. He just made a whole argument scenario. And Haley was just like, you can't do that because that never happened. So how are you mad at me for something that never happened? He doesn't communicate. Neither one of them do. That's their biggest issue. They do not communicate at all. Like there's just no communication. But y'all having sex. Oh, y'all had sex. Haley, child, you should have put down them Zimas, them wine coolers, and got your mind right. Because after sleeping with that man, you have messed this whole situation up. Just like this man. Oh, Monique! Monique, I'm over here looking at my notes and I got a little blessing from Monique. Thank you, Monique. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you, my love. Yeah, but that man is being mad at her about assuming stuff that she just never did. It was weird. It was really, really weird. We already talked about Jacob's home. Listen, Haley, if you get into that home after you knock down the walls to see if anybody is, held captive in them, go down to the basement, dig up the ground just to make sure. Just to make sure. After all of that, if you are cool, then you got to start redesigning. You have to full knockdown. There has to be a full restructuring of this home. Where's the kitchen? Is the kitchen upstairs? Where is the kitchen? It's just all confusion. It needs a woman's touch. You know what? His house also gives me Saved by the Bell on steroids in a prison. It's all of that. It just needs a sane woman's touch. And Haley, you just might be the girl, but I don't know. Because even when they had this party for everybody came over. I thought that her and Jacob was going to have this really fun moment with the freeze or something. And then Jacob drank the freeze or whatever. She was trying to have fun with him with that. Oh, you can't do it. It's gross. And he's like, no, I'll do it. See, wasn't bad to me. Oh, there they are. She's trying, bro. You're not giving her anything with them big cowboy boots. Do y'all notice Jacob, I'm sorry, but he wears them big cowboy boots with everything. No. If she has to deal with these 1980s SpongeBob shorts, you got to throw away the cowboy boots. You got to give her something. Give this woman something to work with. Give this woman something to be attracted to. But those 1980s SpongeBob shorts, board shorts, and the cowboy boots all the damn time, no. And you know what? Jacob, you a cheeseburger away. Because I feel like this is the first time I got a full body shot of Jacob. Look, mama. I thought that Ryan was double cheeked up, but so are you. Jacob is thick, okay? You a cheeseburger away. I looked at them legs, them hips, and that butt. I was like, oh, Jacob, you better stay in that gym wherever it is. Wherever the gym is. Is it upstairs? Is it downstairs? Is it outside? Is it in a tomb? Who knows? Anyway, we got another Cash App from oh, hold on. The name went away so quick. Let me check. Cash App. Oh, I hope I'm saying this name right. It sounds beautiful. Otasha Sankofa. Why did I put that accent on it? Forgive me. I'm American. Thank you so much. Thank you for the Cash App. Otasha. Okay. Beautiful name. Thank you. And I also feel like this could work. Last note, because I just feel like Haley is so ready to just be with anyone. All you got to do is be fun, Jacob. That's all you got to do is just be fun. Be that fun guy for her. And I think you two will, go along swimmingly. But you can't fake the fun. You got to really want to be the fun, and you have to keep it up. Because she always mentions, I haven't been with anybody in 7 years. And my last relationship, I was 21. So am I ready? She doesn't, since we've met Haley, she hasn't listed any qualities that she wants in a man. She just lets us know it's been a long time since I've been touched by a man. So, I just feel like who's ever ready to go, Haley will be ready to go. But you got to be fun, Jacob. She's not asking for much. Clara and Ryan. So Clara is showing Ryan her love of crafting, right? She has him at this crafting studio. Two things. Clara, are you really a crafter? Because the way Ryan was making that mug and the way you was making that mug, is this something that you really do? Or are you, and it's okay, because there are a lot of us. There are a lot of us who are crafting queens, and the most crafting that we do is on Pinterest. I have a full Pinterest page of all the crafts that I am going to do, and those crafts have been sitting on my Pinterest since 2012. All of these things that I'm supposed to be doing, all of these homemade birthday and Christmas cards, all of these homemade ornaments, all of these jack-o'-lantern projects that I'm supposed to be doing, sitting in Pinterest. So I think that's who you are, Clara, because the way you were making that mug, I was like, you invited him. You invited him to what you do, your hobby that you do all the time. That mug, the arm was like sinking off, it was breaking around the sides. Ryan's looked like, what was, I think the one that Demi Moore made in Ghost. That's what it was giving me. It was very well crafted for this to be his first time. So I don't know if Clara was lying, if that was something the production gave her to do so that they can film in this place. I don't know if that was it, but I'm like, Clara, are you a crafter? Because you also, listen, and I'm not saying that you can't do this. Props to anybody who can craft in acrylics. I don't know how y'all do it. Or are you even human? How are you crafting in acrylics? There's a crafting channel that I watch here on YouTube. Mama got crazy acrylics. And she's always doing something crazy. Here is how I built my kids' bunk beds with these like long nails. And I'm like, are you really doing it? Or is your husband doing all the grunt work? Because we don't really see you put it together. It's easy to be a crafter when you got a man that's a carpenter. Lying to me. But anyway, if you are somebody who can craft with acrylics, God bless you. But she was crafted poorly. So I don't, Clara, you're really a crafter. You a Pinterest crafter. That's okay. Me too. No shade. But because girl, I don't know how you do it. Because I'm impaired with acrylics, which is why I only wear them once a year. Y'all saw what I was going through. I kept on ramming my fingers into stuff. My nails were falling off. It was a nightmare. Once a year I go through that hell. Anyway, it's a bit sad to see Clara making moves in this relationship and like getting really far in the relationship, but Ryan isn't there with her. So it's also kind of confusing because I'm like, how are you here falling in love with him? Or you can see yourself falling in love with him when he withholds so much from you. But she also did admit in this episode that she's fallen in love with people who are really bad for her. She said, I fall in love all the time. Clara, that might be an issue. That might be an issue. That's, I think that probably comes with your personality because Clara is somebody who will jump and ask questions later. Ryan asks all the questions. Then when he gets his answers, he finds out if this is something that he wants to do. If he wants to jump, and he'll probably say, I'll jump. Maybe not right now though. You know what I mean? So they're in very different spaces, just personality wise, right? So I think that maybe that's why the experts who I can't stand, maybe that's why they put Clara and Ryan together, because maybe Clara does need to take it a little slow and maybe Ryan needs to speed up a bit. Unfortunately, they probably need a bit more sessions with the experts because they're not where they need to be. We got 5 weeks left. Clara is like, she's just making leaps and bounds in this relationship. And I'm like, how are you making these leaps and bounds without him? Because Ryan is not there. Ryan is not there with her, but she's there with him. I'm like, how? How are you here and he's not even here? Girl, I'm confused. Do you want to be there with him? Maybe that's it. Maybe you want to be there with him and your mind is like making you think that you are where you are. But girl, when we sit down with Ryan in his confessional, he's like, she's a great girl. That's your wife. Ryan ain't there. Ryan is not there. And does he have multiple Black Lives Matter shirts or is this his favorite? No shade. No shade, but I'm like, oh, it's another day and we have seen this Black Lives Matter shirt. Okay. Is it being washed? Go ahead, Ryan. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Tell your brother I say hello. Work. So Clara explains to Ryan, because they all get these little cute cards and ask them questions to either cause drama or bring them closer together. Clara expresses to Ryan, I need, basically her love language is gifts. Me too, girl. Me too. Her love language is gifts. She likes when, what makes her feel in love is when somebody gifts her or blesses her with things that she just wasn't expecting, but they did that because they love her and that makes her feel loved. So he knows that she likes eating donuts, or like donuts is a thing. So he takes her to this donut testing place and they test a bunch of donuts. And Clara, let me tell you something. Clara and Candy Burris from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, those are the only two people I've ever seen on reality TV eat and eat realistically. Clara will eat a meal, like for real, for real. Clara eats meals, and girl, no shade, right? No shade. But Clara eats meals like it's the first day of her period. The way she ate them donuts, I was like, girl, is this your first day? She was, oh my goodness, I love her. I was like, oh, you were on TV. Clara, Clara, Oreos. Is Ryan getting any? Is Ryan getting any? I love the fact that you enjoy your food, though, girl. I love that about you, and I love that for you. So anyway, while she's inhaling these donuts, Ryan, and you know what? Ryan is uptight. I have mentioned that, right? But I didn't get that he was like trying to be shady, maybe we could talk about it in the end, but I didn't pick up her being shady. Ryan is just like, so what motivates you? And Claire is just like, I don't know. Like just real upset about that question while she's eating her donuts. So I don't know if that's like some side shade and I just didn't pick it up. She was real mad about that question. And so Ryan is just like, what motivates me is, who knows? Everything motivates Ryan. Family, love, Jesus Christ. So he gives her his TED Talk. And then she's just like, well, I didn't know I was coming to a motivational session. And I'm like, what happened? What did I miss? What? Because I just didn't think, I thought that he was just trying to, make some conversation. And you can tell that Ryan was trying to keep it together with Clara's like responses to him, to his TED Talk. You could tell he was trying to keep it together. How I know is because when he was listening to her, he looked at the camera and he was just like, and I was like, oh, okay. Ryan about to drop this facade because, Ryan is very like cool, calm, and collected, but you're not like that all the time, right? But Ryan knows he's on camera. Smart. Let me tell you one thing about Ryan that I have noticed. He is very smart about his image on reality TV. Smart man. Smart man. A lot of people come on here and don't care. Y'all do whatever, y'all want, and y'all give all of this over to these producers and editors to create whatever they want. But Ryan is very particular. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows exactly what he's going to give off to this show so that he can be painted a certain way. Smart. But he had a little breaking moment where he rubbed that beard and looked over to the camera. I said, oh, he's had enough of Clara and them damn donuts. They were delicious. You know what Clara enjoyed? And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just so, because it's not something that is normal that you see all the time on reality TV, because a lot of people are already very aware of, that they'll be eating on TV, so they want to look a certain way. Not Clara. She's going to enjoy that free meal. Work, sis. Work. But yeah, tell me, let's talk about it in the end, because I don't know why he was so pissed at her. Let's end with the foolishness, which is Paige and Chris. So Paige meets with Pastor Fine. He said that he wanted to meet with her because he was very disappointed in Chris, and he just wanted to pick her brain and find out, where she's at. And he kept on telling her how much of a gem she was, and how he missed out, and that Chris, he thought that she was the best pick for him, and that they were going to have a successful relationship. He's just really upset that it didn't work out. Pastor Fine. Were you meeting Paige to pick her brain for you? I'm not saying that you're an adulterer, but I'm just like, you keep on sitting. So it's either two things. Either you want Paige or you want some TV time. Because why are you meeting with Paige without Chris, and we wouldn't know you had it not be Chris? Chris is the connect. So why are you here without him? Meeting with his still wife at this point to discuss him. She didn't call you. You called her to sit down and have this conversation on camera. It's giving scam. It's giving scam or adulterer or both. Not saying that's what you're doing, brother. I'm saying that's what it's starting to look like. You still fine. You still fine, but it's real weird to me why you reached out to meet with her. Now I can see if Paige was just like, I wanted to meet with his friends again. You need to meet with y'all told me that y'all think he married. Y'all know that guy that looks like it's not quite Morris Chestnut. He looks like a mixture of Morris Chestnut, and I don't know his name, but if you've watched Houseplay, y'all know that Martin was the DJ. Remember that guy that kept on hitting the DJ booth? And he was like, man, stop hitting my booth. Him. He looks like a mixture of that guy that kept on hitting the DJ booth and Morris Chestnut. Just all around fine. Y'all told me he was married because y'all saw a ring. Y'all good. I didn't see a ring. But I would have, it would have made sense to me if Paige was just like, I want to sit down with his friends again to, see, have Chris reached out to him or something like that. If she set that up or the show set that up. Pastor Fine set this up. Why? I'm confused. I'm real confused. It's giving scammer. It's giving scammer. But I will say this. He was preaching. He was preaching my word. Because y'all know I've been told y'all that a double-minded man is unstable is on his ways. And I was been told y'all that about Chris. I said he's back and forth with this woman. He's back and forth with this woman. With his thoughts, with his hearts, and with his penis. Back and forth. Double-minded man. Wait a minute. Now that I saw you put that scripture down and you was doing all that preaching, oh, you're here to get followers. This is a commercial. Okay. Ooh, I don't know. I'm conflicted about that because, no, I don't want my pastor being grimy. I don't want my pastor fishing for followers like that. So I'm on the fence with you, Pastor Fine. I'm on the fence. I had no idea that Chris had been engaged twice. I only knew about him being engaged to the ex. I didn't know there was another ex that he was engaged to. What is up with you in engagements and marriage? You don't need to be doing none of that. None of that. Even dating. First of all, how are you getting these women to get engaged to? Like, how are women willingly being with this man? Because I'm telling you, this is who Chris is. He can say that the show made him look however they wanted him to look. Bro, you showed up and you gave this to camera. So this is who he is. How do you keep on getting women? The bar in hell. Where is it, ladies? Hell. And all y'all got third-degree burns on your arm because y'all keep on digging to hell to get that bar. For men like Chris, why? Why? Oh, God. All you need is a gay best friend and a vibrator. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, gosh. Stop putting yourselves in these terrible situations. Anyway, engaged twice. Women say yes twice. I can see how you got Paige. We got to pray for her. But these other two without the show attached and God, whoo. Anyway, back to Pastor Fine. Another thing that I just thought about. You're messy. You're a messy pastor. Because if Chris is your friend or somebody who confided in you for like spiritual guidance, why are you on this show telling his business? Because we didn't know about that, or at least I didn't. And you're telling this on camera without him being present. So did he reveal this to you in counseling and you're now telling this on the show to Paige and the rest of the world? You messy. Oh, you messy. How do your parishioners feel about this? Do you call them parishioners? Congregants. Parishioners is Catholic, right? Yeah, I think that's it. How do your congregants feel? But it take a lot for people to leave the church. Pastor Mary, Cuckoo Mary from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, she still got a whole church. So it takes a lot for parishioners to leave the church. They got to witness their pastor kicking a baby across the street to be like, you know what? I think I'll stop coming to church every Sunday. Maybe every other Sunday. If he kicks another baby, I'm out. I'm out. Takes too much for us to leave the church. Anyway, so Chris reaches out to Paige to meet up with her, um and Paige goes, right? I will say this. Before Paige goes to meet up with Chris, she says to the ladies while she was hanging out with them, they asked her, um, if she was going to go see Chris because she let them know that he reached out to her. And she was just like, yeah, because I just, I'm just going to go and see. To be honest with you guys, it's whatever the good Lord intended. Keep his name out of your mouth. This ain't him. This is not God. I always say this because I'm confused, Paige. Are you beefing with God? Let's be honest. Do y'all got some beef? Did something happen back in the day? Were y'all in a fight? Like, what was it? Because if you think that this is what God is putting you through, the Lord, if you think that this is what the Lord is putting you through, y'all not friends. Y'all got beef. If this is what you think he is doing to you, y'all got an issue. So you need to go back to the drawing board. You need to, pull on Moses' ear and find out how you can get to the mountain and talk to him face to face. Maybe just see the hind parts because y'all need to have a conversation because there's something going on with your relationship. If you think that this is what the Lord is putting you through, this is insane. It's whatever with these damn faux locks. It's whatever the good Lord intended. Does he not like you? Child, he must got you up there with Lucifer because this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And she keeps on putting this on the Lord. But I'm going to be real with you, sis. I'm going to expose you because this ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. This is all you. Because when you sit down and meet with that man, as soon as he walks in, where's my phone? She's on her phone. Chris walks in. Hey. She's smiling at this man like her high school crush just walked up to her lunch table. Why are you hanging him? The last time you saw him, he brought his ex, who he had impregnated, while you both were going through this process. Why are you smiling at him? Why didn't you pull out some hot grits out of your purse and lay it on that man? Why are you smiling? And the only reason why her attitude changed was because he said to her, "Oh, I don't have no different kind of revelations. I still feel the same way." That's when you got mad because you're gonna say to him, "Well, I met with your pastor." He's like, "Oh yeah, I know, yeah, I know everything, but I don't want to discuss that. And I don't have any new revelations. I still feel the same way." That smile left her. All of a sudden, the eyelashes dropped because these eyelashes are just drastic. All of a sudden, they dropped. And she's just like, "You know what, Chris? Why am I here? You know what? Get in her purse. I'm done. I'm done. You should have never came. You should have never came." And here's where I want to get on them producers. You black woman. You terrible black woman. You keep on putting this she's grown, right? She can do whatever she wants. But every time she's ready to leave and walk away, y'all run up to her and tell her, "No, you got to tell him how you feel. You have to let him know that he can't do this to you. You got to say this to his face." She don't got to do none of that, but y'all need content. So you sisters rally around this woman for a coin and send her back into hell with that man to be embarrassed on TV again. I want, diversity in the workplace. Not like this. I know you have to get content, but y'all are setting this girl up to be embarrassed every time she walks away, and y'all send her back out there to be foolish for that man. I hope the money was worth it. I hope the money was worth it because they're not paying you as much as they're paying on white people. You getting paid 20% less than the person that's getting paid 20% less than the white man. So you 40% less in the finance department, and you still gonna play this mess, play this sister out like this? Wrong. And what I don't want you to do is be on the the Essence Festival years later and on a panel talking about how I made sacrifices in the industry that I regret. You had a choice. So did Paige, though. So I'm not going to put it all on the producers. But every time I see them black women rally around her and convince her to go back, I just get a little pissed off. But Paige, you grown. You could have said to them, you know what? I know the game you playing. I'm not going back there. I don't want to be a part of this. Now I'll go back out there and I'll talk to that fool, but we got to discuss my contract. See, that's when I can play ball with you, Paige. Are you getting more money? You know what I mean? Are you getting something on the back end? Or you just out here looking foolish for this man? The way she smiled at him when he walked up, I was just like, there's no way. There's no way it could be this good. There's not from him. Not from him with those hips. There's no way. There's no way he is putting it down like this that got you looking crazy on national TV. You had to have had better. I just want to believe that for you. Anyway, we got a super chat from Mackie. Mackie says, I would respect her more if she would just admit that she likes him and just wants to see where this goes instead of pretending, come on, that it's God telling her to stay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mackie. That's exactly what it is. She throws God out there because she doesn't want to be embarrassed for liking this man that is treating her so poorly. So she put everything on the Lord. It's whatever God want me to do. No, it's not the Lord. It's your coochie. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And the fact that you just want to be with a man so bad. Whew. Chris? I'd stay single. I'd stayed single. I'm telling you, from the moment they open up them doors and I walk down and I see him with this side part and that texturized box, I would be like, you can close the doors. No, I'm not going out there. No, we're good. Oh, no, it's fine. You can take my mic. Nah, I didn't wait all this time to get a man with a texturizer. No, I'm good. But you still went. Girl, it's on you. Girl, it's on you. Mackie, did I give you this? Thank you, my love. I have no new revelation. So why you call her here? Because you needed to film out the rest of this contract. Because I guarantee you, they told you that what you signed on for, you were not going to get the whole thing because you signed up for a certain amount of episodes. And if you step out of the show now, you will not get the full amount. You will only get what you filmed for. You will only get the amount of scenes that you filmed. That I told y'all. And they did the same thing to Needy from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She signed on for a certain amount of money in her season, but she only filmed, like, this is before she was getting too difficult for them to work with, but she had only filmed a few episodes because she didn't feel like doing it. And she didn't film like that was the first season that Kenya came back after she had her baby. So she didn't want to film with Kenya. So she wasn't in a lot of scenes. And they said, oh, you don't want to be in all the scenes? Then we'll just pay you for what you showed up for. And her contract was cut in half. Hugely in half, and she had an issue with that. So that is the only reason why Chris showed up, because they said, fine, if this is all you filmed for, we will pay you for half the season because you only filmed half the season. We still have 5 weeks left to go, and if you don't film out those, we cannot pay out your contract because you agreed to give us 12 or so episodes. But right now we only have enough content for 6. So this is your coin. And he was like, well, okay, I'll come back. And so he reaches out to her for a scene. She thinks it's a reconciliation, and he got her looking dumb yet again. Yet again. Anyway, before I go on, we got a super chat from who? We got a super chat from Elena Hauser. I hope I'm saying your name right. Elena, beautiful profile picture, said, I know the dating world is rough. And she came on this show for love, but good God. Mush Mouth Chris is the one Paige is clinging to. Come on. Can you believe it? None of us can believe it, Paige. We can't believe this for you, and we don't even know you. We want better for you than you do. Thank you so much, Elena. We got another super chat from who? Opal. Hey, Opal. Opal said 100% agreed with you, Nikki, on everything. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Oh, God. So anyway, Paige. Every episode, she stresses me out. From episode 1 to now, she stresses me. So another reason why Chris agreed to come back, not just for the money, also to repair his image, because he knows he's going to look like a fool on this show. So he comes back and he sits down and he's talking to her. And he starts this I'm afraid thing again. That gets her every time. It worked before, so why not use it again? And she's just like, Chris, what's going on? I'm afraid. I'm afraid of another man raising my child. And I'm also afraid I'm making the wrong decision concerning you and Paige. you. He's clearly running game. This is all about him because now he has embarrassed you yet again. So what is he doing? He's victimizing himself, putting on all this emotion to make you feel bad for him and start to cover and comfort him so that what he has done to you doesn't look so bad because here you are caressing him, making him feel okay about his poor decisions and how he played with your mind, body, and soul. I'm not saying he don't care about his kid, right? I'm saying that is an excuse that he will use that people can't get mad about, that you can't get mad about. So when he says, oh, I don't want another man raising my child, that's why I'm trying to make it work with my ex, it's better than him saying, I'm not attracted to you after constantly sleeping with you. So he stopped saying that. He stopped saying that he wasn't attracted to her. Now it's, I don't want another man raising my child. But to still make myself look better, I'm going to do this thing with you so that I can leave in a good space with you so that nobody will be hating on me when this show is over. But boy, oh boy, you have no idea. We saw you before you even got to that altar. We know you for your works. We know the games you playing. We know the mess that you go and put this girl through even after the show because I don't feel like she's done with you. Anyway, so he starts all this leaning back. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm conflicted. You're not confused. You're not conflicted. You're here to film so that you can finish out your contract and also get some sympathy from this woman so that you won't look like the demon that we know that you are. It's a game and she can't see it. It is a game and she cannot see it. Like we ain't catch you on 4K. Are you kidding me? We watched you this whole season, Chris. We know who you are. Paige don't know, but we know. So you can't repair no image with us. Then he says to her, this kills me. This kills me. He says to Paige, so what do you want to do? Paige, I want you to give us a chance. What? They're still in us? Paige, now sis, is it about the money for you too? Do you all, because I can't, Paige, it can't be because you're still filming scenes. The rest of the cast still likes you and wants you around. Is this a money grab for you? Can you please just tell me? Please DM me and tell me that you know that this man is a scammer. You know that he is running game, but you also want to finish out your contract as well. So is it about money? If it's about money, I will let up. But I just don't want to think that you are this dumb. I didn't want to say it, but you are acting really I want you to give us a chance. There's never been an us. He was still sleeping with somebody else while going through this process. There was never an us. I thought you realized that. You like him. Oh, you poor thing. You like him. You really, really like him, and he knows it. He knows that he can just play you like that. And I want you to give us a chance. I almost broke another TV. When she said that stupidness. Oh, God. So then, Chris, we need to... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just did that, but I hate this for her. I'm sorry because I'm reliving it by telling you guys this. I'm reliving it. Chris, I want you to we need to do a reset. Paige. Hi, my name is Paige. I don't understand. Oh God, I don't understand. This is so heartbreaking. Paige. This is so heartbreaking. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to yourself? So anyway, we see after they reset next week, Paige is living in his house with Chris and he's embarrassing her again. And he just doesn't feel like he can be all in and all committed. And Paige is sitting there in counseling, looking heartbroken yet again. What do you want us to do? What do you want us to do, Paige? This is so sad. This is so sad. This is why I don't do this is why I don't film myself watching this, because I literally just bit my hand. If you only see what I do when I'm watching this show, the way I scream, the way I break stuff, the stupidity of Paige. And I'm saying it in a very nice way. I think you're a great person, but it's just like, I feel like his awfulness has been very clear. We know who he is. How do you not see it? What are you being fed? What do you see that we don't see? Do you have a Twitter? Do you have an Instagram? Can you speak? You need to say something. You really need to say something, Paige, because I got one hand left to bite. And that's it. That's it. I can't give you any more. Anyway, before I close out, we got some outside mess. Everybody, oh, so she's making y'all crazy too. Oh, Tesha said, Lord, not another TV. We got some outside mess that we need to discuss before we wrap this review up. Hold on. Shout out. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to go to my Instagram, because I felt like I took a picture of your name as well. Hold on. I want to make sure I got the right person. Let me go to my Instagram. I thought I took a picture of your Instagram name, sis. Before I get into it, I want to give you credit, because you put your sister on game. And thank you for everybody who be sending me tea on the gram. Nanya, thank you. Thank you to Nanya BB1 for sending me this tea on Chris, right? So she follows Chris, and she took a snapshot of his Instagram stories that he was posting up right before this episode came up. So the first one he writes is, I want to be crystal clear. I called you talking about Pastor Fine. I called you and told you that I may have still been in love with her 2 weeks before the big day, and I wanted to drop out, but was unsure due to my legal obligation. You said it's just the devil, and this process was ordained. Child, sounds like the same pastor that's talking to Paige. So this is one of his Instagram stories. So the next one is, you were the first person I called when I found out about the pregnancy, but then you told me that she was lying and to not believe her, even though you had never met her. I knew her and I knew she wouldn't do that, so I waited for the confirmation, and it was confirmed. What's funny is you and your wife offered to participate in the reconciliation process of Mercedes and I months before the wedding. Is he talking about his wedding to Paige? This is messy. You were never my pastor. You were my friend who filled in last minute to officiate. You know I wasn't mad because you mentioned a diamond metaphor. I was mad at the hour-long conversation that people don't know about, where you said some stuff that was disrespectful. You totally switched up on camera. You know the truth. I was upset because of what you said during the conversation, and it was different from our phone combos, and you flipped. I shut down because I didn't want to say something disrespectful, which is what it would have led to. I'd rather have done that off camera, because brothers fight and make up. After seeing everything and the deception, knowing you knew the depths of everything beyond what people know or what has been seen is mind-boggling. You are fake and a clown, and the fact that you are playing into a fake illusion is bad. He won't wonder who I'm talking to. The person knows. My phone line is open the same way it was open when you called me every day, begging me to convince them to film in your church so you could grow your following at your church. I can assure you I am not frightened, and I will add more before I take it away. And he wasn't lying, because here is the more. Oh, and by the way, Paige told me that you tried to hook up your other friend up with her, but she said no. You keep it real though, huh? First of all, Paige, why didn't you accept the hookup? Are you still pining over Chris? He was just in Mexico with the ex. Girl, Anyway, and then Chris continues, he blocked me, LOL. Can someone tell Dwight I've been waiting on him to call me and take me to coffee too? And let's have a gossip session too. Hey, Dwight, can you stop drawing your lining on with a permanent marker or Beijing and call me? Listen, Pastor Fine, you fine. But it is a little excessive because your Beijing comes like down here through your eyebrows and back up to the hairline. It's a little off-putting. But you're still fine. Then Chris says, I am blocked. I want coffee too. LOL. You haven't called me in a while. LOL. You said so much that you didn't tell me in person. Please call me and unblock me. And there, I think he's talking about the sit down with Paige. And then Chris says, isn't it disrespectful for a man to say that a woman looks pregnant, especially when she isn't? So why is it okay for a man to publicly say he doesn't think a woman is pregnant and we accept it? There are no exceptions to the rules. It doesn't matter what you feel. And here's why I never spoke on Chris's ex being pregnant or not, because, I didn't know if it was true. And, a lot of women have, especially Black women, have difficulties carrying children, right? So this is what he also posted on his Instagram stories. This is from Mercedes, his ex who was pregnant's mother. She said, my daughter Mercedes has been through a lot this year. She has endured a tragic loss. She has endured the tragic loss of her father and then sadly the loss of her baby. My family and I are understandably very protective of Mercedes, which is why I feel compelled to speak out. I find it very distasteful and disturbing that Dwight, a pastor, would feel the need to spread lies about my daughter and her pregnancy, a woman he has never met. As a pastor, I would like to think he would have more sensitivity regarding a woman's pregnancy. It is classless, disgusting, and pathetic that a man of the cloth would spread lies about someone he has never met. You were very messy this episode, Pastor Fine. Very messy. I just pray that if he were ever to find himself in a position where people are spreading lies about his loved ones, that he exhibits the grace that my family has given him. Once again, thank you, Nunya BB1, for the tea. That is totally, a different perspective, right? A different side of everything that's happening. Doesn't change my opinion on Chris. I am looking at Pastor Fine with a bit of a side eye, because even this episode alone, I was just like, why are you telling us Chris's business as a pastor? Why are you doing that? And why are you reaching out to Paige to sit down with her? I just felt like it just wasn't his place to do these things. So now that him and Chris are fighting, we're probably going to find out a lot of new tea coming up soon and very soon. But again, thank you, Nunya BB1, for the tea. And that is all my thoughts on this episode. If you are just here for the review, beloveds, it ends right now. Let's get into the chit chatter. Stefania, for sure, said Chris isn't a good friend. I get why his friends don't want to deal with him. He literally pulled out a phone and disregarded her. Wendy Sims 31, a nice classy church lady read. He was reading up on him. Oh, my hair is shrinking. Child, shrinkage is real. Oh, Nunya, yes, thank you, girl, for the tea. Thank you so much. Hannah Jones said Chris is still an idiot. Stefania for sure said, where's this energy for Chris? Why do they have energy for Pastor Dwight, but not for Chris? Why is the ex still with him? Like, why is she still hanging around this man? Like, are you... I just realized I really bit my hand really hard. Nikki, calm down. Why are you still with him? Even after you saw everything, like you saw how he treated Paige, you still decided to get back with him, or at least be with him in some kind of capacity, because you're traveling with him to Mexico. Like, why are you still there? Why hasn't your mother spoken out on Chris? Like, I don't get it either. Miss Brown Sugar said, jumping in late, but where's Chris's family now? The father who said he didn't raise his son like this, they were quick to be on screen when they thought he was Mr. Right. Is anyone counseling him to just stop talking? Nope. Carrot Mom said, Chris is a scammer, and he knows how to play tropes with Paige in the Black community. He knows how to play the victim. Yep. I don't care what Chris's friends do. He is a scammer. Hannah Jones said, I didn't think that what the pastor did was wrong. Are you talking about on the episode or off the episode? Like sitting down with Paige? Sammy Farmer said Dwight is the bad guy now. I don't think so. I don't think that he's the bad guy. I just didn't. That was a little weird to me why he would reach out to Paige because he doesn't have you know what I mean? Like he doesn't have a relationship with Paige. And not only do you reach out to Paige, you reach out to Paige to have a conversation on camera. And then I'm sorry, as a pastor, you should not be telling anybody, especially on camera, anything that somebody who has been seeking counseling or advice from you has revealed to you. It's just like when you are a pastor or a leader in any kind of church, in any capacity, there's just a certain walk that you have to walk. You know what I mean? You don't have to be perfect, but try to not have as many blemishes. And I just felt like that was a bit messy for me. I wouldn't want my pastor telling my business to anybody on anybody, especially on national TV. And it did look a little funny that he wanted to reach out to Paige to talk to her about Chris on camera. Because it could have just been a call. You know what I mean? And Paige could have told us about that in her confessional. I would have thought totally differently if she said, well, Pastor Fine reached out to me and just let me know, just wanted to make sure that I was okay and that he thinks Chris is making a big mistake, something like that. But you got to go through a lot, guys, to film these scenes. You know what I mean? There is, there's scheduling, there's contracts going back and forth, there's call times, there's costuming, there's hair and makeup, there's location scouting. There's a lot that has to go into filming these scenes when it just could have been a phone call. It's a little suspect to me. The pastor said he knew Chris when he was engaged the first time, so it wasn't something Chris told him in confidence. That's true. That's true. Wendy Sims 31 said, see, I would have to take a bat to Chris's kneecaps. Stefania for sure said the pastor stepped up and gave Paige straightforward advice from the Bible. He didn't have to, but felt it was important to be honest. Absolutely. And he felt it was important to do that on camera. That's my only issue, y'all. That's my only issue. Yeah, that's a very good question, Samantha. Samantha said, where is Paige's support system? Why aren't we seeing them? I don't know why. I don't know why. Miss Brown Sugar said, yeah, I agree. The I don't believe she's pregnant was mad disrespectful from anyone. Well, actually, it's disrespectful to say that Mercedes lied, but I wouldn't put it past Chris to make that up. I will say that Paige gets on my nerves for other reasons. She kind of annoyed me a bit when she was just like, I didn't see a pregnancy test. You think he would have showed you, like, one, you think he would have showed you a pregnancy test? And two, does he owe you that? To show you her pregnancy test? Like, I get that this is your husband, right? Why does she have to show you a pregnancy test when she was before you and didn't even know about this process? I don't know. I just didn't like that part. I don't know if she's really pregnant. I haven't seen a pregnancy test. You think he would give you that? You think Mercedes should give you that? I don't know, sis. Samantha said this season the experts are not doing their jobs. We barely see them. Yeah, Janice, I don't know where Paige's people are. We saw her friends and family that one time, and that was it. Oh, God, the comments are jumping so fast. Tracy said, get the grits. Stefania said, what is better than grits at this point? The grits are not doing it. What else can we use if the grits are not doing it? We can grits. What else will stick? Hot honey, syrup, maybe a nice little homemade caramel sauce, something. Because if the grits ain't doing it, we got to do something else. Boiled bleach. No, that's manslaughter. That's manslaughter. Yeah, we gotta figure something out. We gotta figure something out. Stefania for sure said the pregnancy is no one's business, real or fake. You're absolutely right. Yeah, like guys, we're all confused. Like, where's Paige's people? I have no idea. I have no idea. Cream of wheat. KT said cream of wheat, pink pedal, hot oil. We don't want to get manslaughter charges. We just want to get our point across. You know what I mean? But we don't want to get no manslaughter or assault and battery. Oatmeal. Ashley, we're a mess. Ashley, oatmeal is good. Pink Petals fish grease is a little fish grease, a little too much evidence you're gonna leave behind. Carrot Mom said, I think that Paige's family has gotten off of the hot mess express. They probably wash their hands and don't want to be on camera. You know, even if I didn't want to be on camera, I would be on camera for Paige. Not my family. I would be on camera for her, and I would be like, girl, you looking stupid. I wish she had that. Like, to be honest with you, she had those friends at her wedding, her freaking bridesmaids. Y'all were there. Y'all had suspicions about Chris. Why y'all let her go through with this? I don't get it. I do not get it. Gracie Ellen said, y'all sound like Medea. Who you think we got all this from? Who you think Medea got all that from? Samantha said, I honestly don't know why this show was so triggering, right? But I don't know how much I want to take. Like, to be honest with you, I'm right there with you, Samantha. I'm like, why am I getting so upset? Why? I don't know. Do we see ourselves in Paige? I don't know what it is. I really, really don't know. But I get so annoyed with her making these dumb decisions. Like, do we see ourselves in Paige? Because, you know, like with Black people, because we don't have a lot of representation and we're starting to get representation, I feel like when we finally see somebody that looks like us, it's like, it's us, right? We're in it. So maybe we're like seeing ourselves in a situation with Paige, or maybe the situation is familiar, or maybe we just like her and we just don't want her to go through this because she doesn't deserve this. So many layers. Samantha said, my neighbors are probably sick of me yelling. Same. But she don't care nothing about me when she wakes up early in the morning and gets on that Peloton bike. Hasn't seen a result yet. Give it up. No, you know, keep going. Keep going. Courtney said, do y'all watch The Bald and the Beautiful with Kev on stage and his wife and that chick Angel and her husband? They have gotten interviews. Oh, they have. I didn't know that. I'll check them out. I didn't know that. Stefania for sure said, Paige doesn't listen to anyone but herself. People have been telling her. Yeah. Sammy said, Paige reminds me of someone I know. Doesn't she? Like, listen, Paige is reminiscent of me, right? When I was a lot younger, though. I'm just like, this is like 14-year-old Nikki. This is like, for me, this is very high school. This is very, very high school. But I had one moment like that, and I was a kid, and I was like, oh, ain't no man gonna do this to me ever. I was a child. How did I have more sense? Child. Sam Wallace said, Nikki, you have to watch last season. It was entertaining with more than one love story, and Black love shines through in New Orleans. Wait a minute, Sam Wallace, do they go to like different cities and states? States and cities? Oh, wait, where is this? Atlanta. Is Atlanta a state? Atlanta, Georgia. Nikki, do they go to different cities? Let your girl know. Oh, I would love to see. Was there ever a Married at First Sight Philly? I would love to see that. Oh, okay. Elena said, it's the extreme codependency that is irking us. It's hard to watch. That is very true. Ashley said, Haley has been on my last nerve. She has not even tried to give Jacob a chance. He read her this episode, and I was low-key cheering. Courtney Fisher says, talk about Paige. She reminds us of that friend that we want to get out of that toxic relationship, like Clara said. Yeah. Oh no, I'm so sorry, guys. Because see, this is my first intro into this show. But you all are saying like last season was great. Aw. And Nunya BB said, I used to feel so happy to watch Married at First Sight. Now I'd be like, oh shoot, gotta turn on this BS. I will say it is very triggering. It is very triggering because when I turned on this episode, I had to brace myself for impact because I knew it was going to be some foolishness with Paige. That's not what train wreck TV should do. Like, it should be fun and like escapism. This shouldn't be like, ugh, let me get myself together because here come Chris and Paige. Ooh, this is draining, especially with everything that we're going through. We don't need to be drained anymore. Um, Kimberly said, yes, season 8 is Philly. Oh, how far did they go back? I might check out Philly. How was Philly if y'all watched it? How was season 8? Yeah, Wendy, we need to be like that too. Wendy said, I am emotionally closed off. I cut off a mofo when there is one red flag or if I'm tried in any capacity. That's how it should be. There are far too many, people out there for you to be trying to make it work with one who won't work with you. Get on. Amy B said, I just joined the live and I'm listening to your audition story and I'm dying. I literally almost spit out my food. Girl, I'm glad you had a great time. It was not fun for me. I had a chuckle later, but I'm serious. I was just like, wow, did that just happen? It did. It did. Oh, this is the second time they did Atlanta. I think they probably did Atlanta the second time this time around because Atlanta was more open. Has Atlanta ever closed? Stefania said it's like Paige is looking for the struggle love story of the year. She wants this experience so bad, she doesn't care how she gets it. Yeah. Paige is, oh, Tracy, this is good. Tracy Simmons said Paige is in love with the representative, not the actual person. Yes, like the idea of being married and having a husband. Yeah. There are a lot of people who do that, who just get somebody to fill that position, don't really care about the person or what it comes with, just happy to have somebody fit that role. Oh, hey, Stage 4, Indo Fighter Day by Day said that the show used to be pretty good. Oh, God. I'm so mad this is my introduction into the show. Oh, I need to probably watch last season because y'all are hyping this up. Coos Girly, hey, Coos Girly said the frustrating part is that she's trying to be in this toxic relationship that started 3 weeks ago. Yes, why are you like trying to stay in this? I'm telling you, I hope it's the money. I hope it's the fact that she wants to, film all of the scenes that she's contractually obligated to so that she doesn't leave the season short-handed. Model Genius said Philly had one of the worst husbands. Why am I not surprised? But Chris is on the throne. Candace Reynolds said, I actually screamed at the TV watching this episode. All of us did. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Yeah, I might watch last season. Oh, KT, she hates Chris. She absolutely hates him. She just walks in, looks at the TV, and just be like, oh, I can't stand that man, and walk out. And walks out. Yeah, I may have to watch it. I may have to watch it. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. I gotta go pick up something for I'm doing another favorite video. This, because it's Women's History Month, it's going to be all female business owners that I love. And one of the business owners is a local here in LA. And I'm actually going to, she made me something that she makes through her. I can tell you, I don't know why I'm like not trying to tell you guys. She is a florist here, a celebrity florist out here in Los Angeles. She makes all of these like great celebrity flowers and floral arrangements, and she made one for me, and I'm actually going to feature that in the video. So it's LA, nothing is close, so I gotta get out of here and get that. I'm gonna make sure my camera is off before I close out and disrobe. But I gotta head on over there, and I gotta try to get over there before it starts raining. And they cannot drive over here in the rain, so I need to get in and out. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day, wherever you're at, to spend time here with me at NikkiStar TV as we talk about some foolishness. Thank you all for just coming to see about your girl. It feels great. Thank you for hearing my stories of embarrassment and growth. Lord, I better book it. I'll keep y'all updated on that, because why not? Why not? I'll let you know. Oh, child, what is this? Oh my gosh. Look how long this is. Can y'all see it? Look how long this piece of hair is. Where does it go? Child, let me put that back in, because it's not coming out. Anyway, let me get out of here. Love you guys. I will see you. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to do two things, right? I'm going to do a live about Harry and Meghan. And I'm also going to do this just like a quick video to recap, because I know a few of you cannot make the live. So you just want to watch something back since you can't be here for the discussion. So I'll give a quick recap of what we talked about in that as well. Just an edited quick recap, so you guys could be able to catch up with where we're at if you want to join the chat later. But I got a lot to talk about with that. So we might be there a while. So I don't know. It's tomorrow at 12. So prepare your day accordingly, because every day something comes out about Harry, Meghan, Pierce. What's her name? Sharon Osbourne. We got a lot to get into tomorrow. See you there for that. If not, I'll see you in the evening for Love After Lockup. If not, I'll see you on Sunday for 90 Day Fiance. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye. What a day this has been. Listen, I hope that Paige and Chris are doing this for the coin. I hope they're just not awful and stupid in real life. Devil is a liar. Love y'all. Bye.